Welcome back to the Blox, the greatest show on entrepreneurship. What you'll see here is the largest live-in startup competition ever created. Entrepreneurs from all walks of life have been chosen from across the country to compete in an effort to be crowned the best startup on the Blox. The entire thing is a 24-hour-a-day game competing in a series of workshops, one-on-one consults, pitches, and exercises. Bloxers will be ranked from first to last in real time throughout the entire experience, with the current leaders wearing the red jerseys. The Blox doesn't just test the entrepreneurs, but also empowers you, the viewers, with the tools one needs to start the next great company. Our game is your education, and it starts right now.
Well, well, well. It's so good to be back. Season 18. Officially, the Blox can vote today. And I think that's a great metaphor for the Blox was itself a startup not that long ago, and here it is on the 18th season. And we're going to brag about all kinds of success stories here in a little bit. My name is Wes Bergman. I am the founder of Blox. We were founded in 2012 as a 4-equity business incubator, meaning I took 5% of every company that came through our doors, and then we walked them through a multi-year-long mentorship program that included access to investors, office space, all sorts of other things that were designed to increase their likelihood of success and the speed at which it took to get there. Now, you all are here to play what is going to be the most educational game of your entire life. It is going to be 24/7 for the rest of this week. Every single day you are going to be thrown into this world. And let me tell you how it works. Every single day represents a different topic, something that we deem highly relevant to what you all need to learn as entrepreneurs at the rough stages that you're at. I will teach a class every single morning on that day's subject. It will take me several hours to get through it. After the class, you're then going to break out into groups of approximately 10 that we call pods. In those pods, each one of them will be led by one of the individual judges. You will then play the exercise of the day. This could be anything from a pop quiz to a 3-minute speech to a Q&A session with your judge. It could be anything that I want it to be. Immediately after that, you will then go into what we call a 15-minute consult. But another way of looking at it is it's about a 15-minute long-form pop quiz about whether or not you understand that day's subject matter through the lens of your particular company. Both of those are going to be represented by different amounts of points, and whoever scores the most points in your pod for that particular day is going to be invited up here on stage at night in what we call the Blox Off. You will be marched up here on stage, and you will then play a different, harder game with essentially zero prep. For winning the game, so the top 6 people, those are 100% decided by the judges. I have zero say in all of it. 4th through 6th place are going to be called the runners-up. But then if you are in 1st through 3rd place, we call you the winners of the Blox. Your name will be etched in the trophy, and then I will also bring out 3 golf checks, so the big jumbo checks that will be in different amounts. The winner is going to get $10,000. Well, 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 here we are for the very first game, and it is a doozy. You are going to be given 15 minutes to craft a 3-minute presentation. And in that presentation, I want you to tell me what the next build that you're working on is, or if you have not launched yet, I want to know what your MVP is. I want to know then what you're trying to prove with this build or with the MVP. And then I want to know what you're going to do to launch it sooner, quicker, grittier. In other words, what might you chop off or make more imperfect in an effort to get it launched sooner? And then lastly, I want to know what innovation accounting metrics you're going to use to audit the success of that build. Your time starts now. Today went pretty darn good. It could have gone better, and because of that, I'm gonna make tonight's thing just a little bit easier. And so if you don't like the way things are ranked, blame it on the judges. So speaking of those little devils, come on out. In Dylan and Patrick's pod, RHC. In Adriana's pod, unique speaking style. In Cameron's pod, ignite anew. In Prosperity's pod, Yellowstone post frame. In Henry's pod, impact family wellness.
My name is Monica McKitterick, and I am the owner of Impact Family Wellness. Impact Family Wellness is a direct primary care office. So we are a membership-based primary care office that takes care of humans instead of their insurance companies. Well, I started it from nothing, had convinced my husband that I could do it. Started with 23 patients 5 years ago with my plan to just be me. I was just gonna give myself a job, really. And now we're here 5 years later, and I have 3 locations. I'll have 10 employees by the end of the month, and we have almost 1,800 patients and should do about $1.5 million in revenue. Traveling is my number one love language. I absolutely love to travel. If you want to put a smile on my face, that's what we need to do. When I first met my husband, I told him I had to travel every 6 to 8 weeks, and I wasn't lying. We will actually be visiting 9 countries this year. I think aha moments happen on a regular basis. I recently transitioned out of being an employee in my business and seeing patients to just being the CEO. And so that's just happened in the last 6 months. And so I've had a lot of aha moments of, oh, this is what business is supposed to be. I was so focused on working in my business that I wasn't working on it.
In Lily's pod, Tailored Tales of Lubbock. In John's pod, Acres and Oak Kitchen. In Nicole's pod, My Magnificent Life. In Sergeant Q's pod, Lunam. What is the main point you hope to prove by launching this build or MVP?
I want to make sure that I have my languaging correctly, that I'm using the right words to attract the perfect client to me.
For that is, I want it to answer the question of, well, let's go a different route. I want that to help us become the experts in the DIY space. And I also want them to answer that question of, will it add value to our product as well?
So we are looking at a growth hypothesis, and that hypothesis is that if I provide more clarity, we will increase our growth. There's a big issue with people signing on for a membership if they don't understand it, and so we tend to get quite a few phone calls about it. And if we can decrease the questions, then we give all of our future members all of that clarity so that they can just make the decision without necessarily having to talk to somebody, make the decision, come in, and we can get them started.
What things are you going to do to ensure that this build or MVP is launched sooner?
So we already offer this product, this service. It's just a little bit difficult. And so we currently have a Facebook ad running specifically for what we already offer. It takes them to a landing page, but the landing page gives them as much clarity as they can without being a provider and understanding the dosing. And so it will be a quick fix. All we have to do is change the verbiage in the ad and change a little bit of verbiage on the landing page to make it a comprehensive monthly plan, which is what we already offer. And so we should be able to roll this out within a matter of days.
So we are going to outsource the app. We've actually already had conversations with local developers that believe that they can develop this within a week. The system already exists out there. The MillTrain app already exists, but it's not connected to a provider like Acres and Oak Kitchen at this point. Right now, it's just a sign up for a day in which you want to drop something off. But of course, the issue with that is that you can only do it to your local providers. You can't actually do it to somebody that lives in California. Where in Georgia, you couldn't do it to somebody in Colorado, but this allows people to do it nationally versus locally. Yeah.
So I've already done the research on the ingredients and the makeup of the shampoo, the base shampoo that we're using. So actually this week I'm hoping to order all the supplies for it, and then we already have the stuff to mix it in-house. So we should be able to launch it within the next week.
Thank you.
Having my name called tonight was freaking epic. I mean, I did not expect it.
I didn't really know what I was supposed to be doing, and so to hear my name called today was really exciting, especially for something that's so unknown.
I felt pretty confident, but I didn't want to come across as cocky and not know and like have that ego. So I kind of just knowing that I could do it, but also know that you got to step back and really learn and put the work in.
I also thought I'm one of those people that on the spot, my mind will go blank. And so I was really scared that I was just gonna get up there and like not know anything. How to speak English, I don't know.
There was a part of me that when my name was called and the idea of going on stage, I almost prior to that was hoping that I wasn't gonna be called, simply so I didn't have to do exactly what I just did.
I think on stage I did pretty well. I didn't use nearly all my time, which is shocking for me.
You know, I think what I did get from today was these are problems that I've been having. Like, I think I'm like in the midst of getting my face kicked in. And so it offered a lot of clarity. So I think that really helped in me answering tonight and performing today.
In my mind, I came into this like I'm going to be a sponge. I'm going to appreciate the opportunity to be surrounded by so many like-minded people. And once I kind of started, I was like, my brain kind of automatically learns things by trying to apply them to something that I know. So I'm like, there's a shot for me here. And then hearing my name, I was like, oh, we're doing it. So.
Well, I'm humbled first because I'm amongst a lot of my peers, people who are building businesses similarly, some whose businesses are probably further along than ours are. So it certainly means for me that the work I've done prior to coming here is paying off, and it's my intention to do that every day. That's my goal. So if my name is called every day, I certainly won't apologize for it. But if it isn't, I'll work hard for the next day to see that it is called.
All right, come on out. All right, are you guys ready to find out what place you got? In third place, Ignite Anew. In second place, Tailored Tales of Lubbock. And in first place, Impact Family Wellness. All right, take a bow and then bounce. Well. This always happens to be one of the more fun days because you've already been through like orientation day, day 0, where you got to meet some people, you got to kind of get a little bit of your nerves out. Today's class is all about copywriting and design. The title is An Entrepreneur's Guide to Leveling Up Their Writing and Design Games. Great. Reader, a listener, a watcher is going to see the things that are on this list, and it's like they're waiting for it. They don't know it, but they're waiting for these boxes to kind of get checked off. And so it's our job to do our best to have all these things infiltrate all of our storytelling.
I feel that you should have your copywriting the same across all platforms because it makes you more legit and not so scatterbrained.
If it's not the same across all platforms, then it's going to be very confusing for people to understand what the goal is of your business and how you're going to reach that goal.
So let's start.
It's definitely, there's a little bit of, shock when you're up there and it's like, okay, he asked a question, but I'm trying to listen to the question, but also I'm like looking around a little bit, trying to get my bearings. But I think I did all right.
Honestly, this kind of competition I was made for. I've been public speaking since I was 8. I've actually won extemporaneous speaking awards, AKA bullshit awards. But anyway, I have them hanging on my office wall still. And I enjoy competing and doing my best, so we'll see where the chips fall.
It was actually a little easier than I expected. It wasn't, I mean, it's terrifying being up on stage in front of a bunch of other amazingly successful entrepreneurs trying to speak on new topics to you, right? Everybody's a professional in their business, but not everybody's a professional on presenting about their business. So that was the scariest part, but just knowing that everybody's in the same shoes made it great.
I completely underestimated the competition. I thought that I was pretty smart and my business was really good, but man, some of these people are super smart and have amazing businesses, and it has far exceeded what I thought it was going to be.
I have no idea what I said up there.
You know, I think I did as good as I could do. I answered the questions, I knew the answers. I didn't feel stumped in any way, and I really did take more information away from today's stuff that helped me add a little clarity. I may not have answered it exactly the way that he taught it, but I felt comfortable with my answers.
In third place, IV20 Spirits. In second place, Online Tutor Coach. And in first place, Shield Bar Marketing. Well, exercise number 3. Today you're going to be filling out this template. My company's name is fill in the blank, and quick explanation of what you do. I want you to use the template. I think it will help ensure that you go through each of these main categories and showcase essentially a few pieces of technology that you're going to do to ensure that your business is being operated in a more scalable way. Everyone, head to your rooms. In Lily's pod, Impact Family Wellness. In Dylan's pod, Bomb Ass Lemonade. In Adriana's pod, Ashley Nicole Affair. In Cameron and John's pod, Kara Mac Shoes. In Cameron and John's pod, Fuzzle. In Prosperity's pod, Art Cube Nation. In Henry's pod, Lunam. In Nicole's pod, We Are the Galaxy. This is a challenging assignment. They're going to be creating a 2-minute presentation that addresses these things. Currently, where are you the most technologically strong and why? What things are you going to add to your stack in the next year and why? What are the main benefits derived from implementing this strategy?
So I am currently strong in email and Facebook ads. And why? Because they open my emails and the rate is high, and on Facebook I get a lot of clicks. I am going to focus more on the communities in high level. I just learned today that although I've been in high level, that is the place that I need to be when I want to build my community, because I want to teach about the special needs community, so I will be able to build without being so salesy, but be able to offer value in explaining the population that I serve.
I feel that I performed really well on stage. I think that I did good. I answered the questions that Wes wanted answered, so hopefully it's to their satisfaction where I could be the Bloxer!
Currently, the strongest area we are in tech is the training and organizing. We've been using Loom AI to create videos with matching SOPs that get uploaded into our SharePoint that is then accessible to all of our employees. Unfortunately, this is a lot of information and it's really hard for them to find it easily, especially when our patients have questions. So we've created an internal AI chatbot called Florence that allows us to upload any of our internal documents, including SOPs, price lists, referral lists, all the things, so that instead of my employees asking Monica for all the answers, they simply type into the chatbot, how much is a TSH level and what is the code for that? Makes my life much easier. You know, after the first time, I wasn't sure that it would ever happen again, and I was okay with that, but it's really exciting to succeed.
I'm very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I'm not afraid to do public speaking or to get on stage, but I've watched so many episodes of the Blox in the past. I think that I just had that urge in me, just once, just get me up there once. I want to see if I can do it, and I did it.
Natural this time. I don't know what else to say. But I do hope, I mean, given, you know, from a technically strong perspective, I focused on our own product, which felt really good. And a year ago, I don't know that that would have been our most technically strong part of our stack.
In third place, the Huga House. In second place, We Are the Galaxy. And in first place, Impact Family Wellness. All right. Let's talk about who's going to be wearing the red jerseys tomorrow, shall we? In no particular order, Tailored Tales of Lubbock, Impact Family Wellness, Acres and Oak Kitchen. Class number 4, how startups should raise and structure their first round of capital.
So giving you some sort of capital to get started or wherever you're at.
You need to mirror the deal structure towards the investor because you have to convince the investor and you have to fit their parameters. So what's their investment in you or the company? What kind of investment are they looking at?
And they want to see if you're investable. They want to see if you have that traction. You guys want to be able to meet in the same place. You know, of course, monetary or doing that on the contract.
All right, that's all I got.
Oh, it felt great. I've felt pretty good about my performance so far, but this was very validating to finally get the name called and give myself the opportunity to present on stage in front of everyone.
We had no idea who it was going to be, so I was super shocked.
Felt great to have my name called tonight. It was a good time.
All right, we have some drama. There is a tie for second place. We're going to give both of those players second place points, but there's a tie nonetheless. Tied for second, Ignite Anew and Instantly Relevant. Which means that in first place, Bracketology.tv. All three of you guys did really, really good, but with all reality, Jonah, that was perfect. With a degree of humor added in, you made me very proud. Well, well, well. Welcome to the very last day of your season of the Blox. Yeah. I really am torn with emotion. On one side, I legitimately am sad. These are fun, incredibly fulfilling days. You know, it is, I know it might be difficult to see it from my side of things, but to be able to be around so many like-minded people all week and to be able to watch you guys kind of transform in front of my eyes and perform, it's just it is a fantastic way to spend a week, to say the least. This used to be 2 smaller classes that I jammed together. The first half of it is essentially my template for business, organic, social media, and then the second half of it is pay-per-click advertising in social media. Well, well, well. The last opportunity to earn points is right in front of us. The last time for us to watch 9 people sweat in front of us tonight is about to transpire. Now, to decide who is going to be up here sweating, though, we need the judges. So without further ado, judges, come on out. In Patrick's pod, Tailored Tales of Lubbock. Impact Family Wellness. In Adriana's pod, Join My MD. In Cameron's pod, IV20 Spirits. Shield Bar Marketing. In Henry's pod, Yamu Media. In John's pod, Longevity Men's Health Clinic. In Nicole's pod, What the Farm. They're watching a recorded video. We did this a couple of nights ago, but with a different game. So that way, they're each being given 10 minutes to prepare a 2-minute presentation in which they're going to be crafting us a Facebook ad. In the Facebook ad, we want to know the heading, the caption, the picture, the strategy, the targeting demographics, and the offer.
It's day 5. We're exhausted, we're tired, we miss our families, we're ready to go home, but having my name called tonight made it a little easier.
There was a potential today. I had a couple of really good entrepreneurs in my pod that I would have been totally cool with taking the fall to. So definitely feel lucky, but feel like I put in the work for it and finally got some validation, so I'm excited about that.
I was blown away, to be honest. I was completely blown away. That I just thought, like, the odds, right, of being there a 4th time, there's no way. There's no way. That's just not likely.
It felt surreal. I was finally called. I was working hard all week, but, happy to finally get to go on stage just to experience it, regardless of who wins, doesn't matter. Like, I just wanted to put myself in that uncomfortable environment and just, do my thing.
Right. Your 2-minute presentation starts now.
So if we were doing an ad on Facebook, our target demographic would be between 30 and 45 years old, targeted in Los Angeles and the surrounding area. We would target people that follow some of the collaborating accounts that we work with, competitors that we measure ourselves against, along with different celebrities and influencers that we are trying to work with, as well as some bars and restaurants in the area that we have partnered with.
Since Impact Family Wellness has established an organic online presence with our current audience, we're going to place a pay-per-click Facebook ad. Prior to launch, we will be sending out lots of baby beams and shirtless photos of Wes to make sure we gain traction. We will target women ages 27 to 45 within a 20-mile radius of our offices, since women make 90% of healthcare decisions in the United States.
At the bottom, it's going to have a call to action button that says schedule for a free consultation, which is going to take them then to a fillable form on a landing page that they can fill out their name, their phone number, their email address. I'm going to put a blank paragraph space in there so they can just tell us a little bit about their dogs. Not that I really need that, but people enjoy talking about their dogs. So that might be something that kind of entices them to tell us more.
Accomplished my goal. This is my 2nd night on, so I am excited about that, especially since I won the 2nd evening too.
Been working hard all week. I feel like I've been getting better every day. I've had the support of my wife. I just wanted to look good in front of her and do a good job.
I've created ads before, so I was pretty confident in my strategy, and I hope that my thoughts on paper kind of made it out and was a clear answer.
All right. In 3rd place, Shield Bar Marketing. In 2nd place, What the Farm. And in 1st place, the only man that's legally not even allowed to make a Facebook ad.
That's why it's so hard.
IV20 Spirits. Well, well, well. There are some people that won this game, and we need to give them their due amount of flowers. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the runners-up. 4th through 6th place. In no particular order, purposely jumbled up in my head. Bracketology.tv. Instantly relevant. And Shield Bar Marketing. All of the pitches, all of the consults, all of the Blox offs, every single point carrying with you day after day after day, all getting added up to this. In no particular order, so as purposely jumbled as I could possibly make it, so they will be blind when they come onto this stage. Tailored Tales of Lubbock.
It feels really awesome. It feels like surreal, amazing.
Impact Family Wellness. And Acres and Oak Kitchen.
It justifies a lot. Yeah, I'm honored.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
I have learned things that I will take back and I will implement within my company that I am confident, based upon the analytics, the results, Wes, those who have experienced it prior to me, I'm confident it's going to make me a lot more money than I want on this show, and for that, I'm more than grateful.
You're very welcome.
My team is amazing, first off. The only reason I'm able to be here is because of my team back home. All of last week, I was supposed to do a ton of things leading up into this week, but unfortunately, my grandmother was on her deathbed. And so I was with her, and we knew that she was going to pass by the time I got here, and I got a call Wednesday morning, and she passed. And instead of going home, family all encouraged me to stay here. And my little baby girl, as y'all know, I'm the guy with 5 kids. My baby girl started school for the first time, and I'll never get to go to her first day of school. And my wife told me to stay here. I'm so thankful for the woman that God has given me. I am so thankful for the amazing kids. They are my why.
All right, so you guys are on the screen right now, and I wanted to call and tell you that your dad got 3rd place out of all the companies out here with a $2,000 check. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm excited. This is for you guys.
Wow, this is crazy. I give dogs haircuts. And I am among doctors and geniuses, and it's surreal. This every single person that I have met has just been so inspiring, given me some great ideas, and been so supportive of everyone. And it's just been amazing. And I think I am most excited about just being able to, you know, Wes says entrepreneurship is a lonely road. Now it's not.
Every judge and every person in that audience, because this has been one of the most stressful weeks of my entire life. And I couldn't have done it without every one of you. I found a new brother in Jonah, a new sister in Christy, and more friends than I ever thought I would get in my adult life, because as I get older, I like dogs way more. But what this week has given me more than anything else is validation, you guys. I've gone to a lot of school, but
I've never taken a single business class in my life, and this has been the best business school I've ever done. I'm actually here because a friend of mine was on season 14. He has an MBA and said, those 5 days taught me more than 6 years of business school, and he encouraged me to come, so shout out to Derek. But from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank each and every one of you enough, because now I know I belong, and I appreciate you.